Well, as you know, now is the time to take advantage of better energy savings through the NYSERDA plan here in New York State. Well, Richard Bergman is from Heartland Homes, and he's also a certified green builder, and he's here to talk to you and take your calls at 644-9840 about your many options to save energy and reduce your bills and what's new today in building. So it's nice to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
A certified green builder, only one, I think, in this area.
Well, there are more people are coming online, and there's another certification program through the LEEDS program, but I was the first graduate class from the National Home Builders Association.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, and this way you can tell people who are interested in creating a new home, this is the way you may want to go. This is what's going to help you the most in saving energy and saving money.
Absolutely, and when people ask me about energy building and Energy Star, we have really terrific programs, but what I've studied is building science, and green building puts all those programs together, from your original placement of the house on the site to what you're doing with water conservation, water going in, water going out, then to the Energy Star and creating an energy efficient house, and then to the air quality in the house, and then sustainability in the house. So all those things together create a better house.
So Richard, people would actually talk to you before you're ready to even put the first brick in. I mean, even maybe the way the house is positioned with the way the sun goes over your street.
Absolutely. My preference is, I'd like my backyard facing south. In subdivisions, we don't always get a choice. But the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, so that sun is always in your backyard. And you get more sun in the summer because the sun's higher in the sky. So a form of passive solar heating, the sun comes in through the windows, heats up your tile or stone or your floors, the sun sets, then that heat that's in your floors starts to go back into the air and keep your house warmer a little longer. I
also noticed too that if you had a southern exposure for the back of the house, if you wanted to put up solar panels, they wouldn't necessarily show in the front. So it's a great way to collect solar energy and not have the world know it, so to speak.
And some of the panels today don't necessarily require direct southern exposure. And some of them are made to look like roof shingles.
No kidding.
So you wouldn't have a clue that they're on
Well,
there.
That's the wave of the future, wouldn't it be?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the solar panels are coming down. Our rebates are tremendous. I use a company called Solar Liberty, and they'll put the whole system together for you. They'll fill out all the paperwork. They'll give you the proper paperwork to take to your accountant, and they make it really easy. And what I have on my house, and I suggest, is a system that doesn't store energy. It goes right into the grid. So I use the electric from the grid, then I use my electric. If I'm producing too much, my grid starts turning backwards and I sell it back to the power company.
Oh, that's the part I like.
And I haven't touched my system in 8 years.
My goodness, that's amazing. Wow.
Yes.
And you were telling me that the solar panels actually work better in our climate than they would in a really hot climate, which surprised me.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the whole science about it. For some reason, when the molecules start jumbling to produce the electric, they work better when they're cold than when the whole panel is warm.
I said, see that? We got something going for us.
Yes.
We have a phone call for you, Richard. Somebody who's fascinated by what we're talking about, I think. Hello? Hi, caller, you there?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
I was wondering if Richard's doing anything with radiant heat.
Radiant heat?
I love radiant heat. Radiant heat goes in the floors. My favorite system is to put the piping in concrete, because that creates a thermal mass, so the concrete stays warmer and hotter. But there's another dozen different systems out there to use the radiant heat. The advantage of radiant heat, it costs more to install, but it costs less to run, and it costs less to heat the house. Now, when you're using forced hot air, we heat the whole room. When we're using radiant heat, we heat the floors, and the heat just starts coming up. And when our legs are warm and our feet are warm, our whole body's warm. So you're using less energy, and it's a great system. Some people with allergies really like it because you're not pushing air around the house. You still have to create a system for your air conditioning, but the radiant heat is one of my favorite systems to install.
How about water? What can you do with water? Save water, pure water coming into the house?
Well, there are a number of ways. I mean, the simple ways is to low flow shower heads, aerators on every kitchen faucet. One of the systems too is tankless hot water systems.
I've heard of those, absolutely, yeah.
So you and I are sitting here doing a TV segment and we're heating hot water at home. With the tankless system, you're only heating it when you're using it.
Yeah.
And you still have the delay when you turn the faucet on. So I'm working with a gentleman, and what I put in my house is an on-demand system.
Oh boy.
So when you walk into my bathroom, you hit a switch, just like a button, and it starts the recirculation. So by the time I turn my water on or turn the shower on, there's hot water there. So not only am I saving energy, but I'm not wasting water turning on and going down the drain.
Richard, it's fabulous. You're involved in building science. The house is a whole system. A certified green builder, and he's with Heartland Homes. And if you're interested, let's give you some information, because with Richard having this knowledge, you can imagine how much information and technology will go into your home. Heartland Homes, they're located on North Forest Road in Williamsville. Give them a call at 626-1919 or log on to heartlandhomesinc.com. And of course, a lot of what Richard talks about is the NYSERDA system, Energy Star. For more information, you can call toll-free right to the state at 1-877-NY-SMART, which is the number 1-877-697-6278, or log on to getenergysmart.org. Do it today. This preceding segment was brought to you by NYSERDA and Heartland Homes.